Hi friends, and welcome to today's video. My name is Josh. I hope you're doing good today. Hope you're having a good week, maybe doing something fun this weekend for Halloween. You want to add another fun thing to do to your week? How about learn the song Jealous by Labrinth? That is what I'm going to be teaching you today, and this song is really fun to play. This song is not too difficult. There are a lot of chords and there is a bit of a tricky rhythm in the right hand, but if you get those downs, it's just so much fun to play. I bet you can at least learn the verse and the chorus of this song. Give those a shot, and if you're feeling comfortable, move on to the rest of it. It just sounds so good, so highly encourage you to try learning this one with me. If you're enjoying this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more videos in the future. Alright, let's get to the tutorial. Alright, so in this tutorial, we'll look at the verse, the chorus, the bridge, and then we'll even take a quick look at the last chorus where there is a key change. Let's get started with the verse. I think it's going to be easier to start with just the left hand so we can go over the chords. So here we'll start with a D flat chord, and as you can see, this chord is just going to be the 1 and the 5 of the chord. We are not going to play the 3 of the chord, which here is going to be F. We're just going to be playing D flat and A flat. And we are actually going to play just 1 and 5 for pretty much every chord here in the left hand. So we'll start off with our D flat chord, then go down to a G flat chord, G flat and D flat, and then up to a B flat minor chord, B flat and F. We'll then repeat that. On this third time, we'll go D flat, G flat, and now we're changing. We're going to go down to this low D flat, exactly the same as this one, but just an octave below. And then lastly, we'll finish with this, G flat, our A flat chord, that's going to be A flat and E flat, and then up to a B flat minor. All right, that's going to be the whole left hand for the verse. So the right hand is not too bad, but you do have to get down this little move, and it looks like this. So as you can see, there's these little pickup notes that are going to be played, like that. What I would do to practice is just practice those one at a time. So what you're doing is you're just going to play this note immediately before you go up. So here we're playing E flat immediately before the F. Then we go back down to the E flat. Similar here, from the A flat to the B flat. And you just want to get those down. So the fingerings to use for these is really up to you. I usually play it with my second and third fingers, my index finger and my middle finger. But if it's easier for you to play it with like your thumb or something like that, just find something that's comfortable for you. So here in this first part, we'll have E flat to the F, E flat, A flat to the B flat, A flat, and then a D flat. Put that together with the left hand and it's going to sound like this. We'll repeat it. Now here in the third line, we're going to go from the C picking up into the D flat, back to the C now. This one again, A flat to B flat, back to the A flat, and then repeat the A flat, and we're also going to add this F. So and lastly, we'll just end with this little line going from the E flat, F, G flat, F, E flat, and then the D flat. Those last two lines are going to sound like this. And I see here in the left hand, you're actually just going to be playing the G flat and D flat together on this. But then when you get to the A flat chord, just play that bass note because we'll be playing it up here. And then on this one, you can just play these two notes, a B flat in the left hand and a D flat in the right hand. Let me play that all together for you now. All right, so that part's going to be the first stanza of the verse as well as the intro, but in the intro, just going to be played an octave above. So now we have the question of how long are you supposed to wait in this long section where we're just kind of waiting for a while before we move on to the next line. And that is actually answered pretty well if we just go on to the second stanza of this verse. This is going to sound very much the same, but with a slight difference, and let me show you that. So as you can see, everything is exactly the same up until we get to this B flat minor chord. And then what we're going to do is we're going to repeat this F and this D flat so that we're going to play them a total of 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The first time is going to be the time we're going to play it in unison with this B flat. So as I was saying, how long are you supposed to hold it the first time through? Well, if you just count in your head 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, just like that, that'll tell you how long you need to play it for. Basically, it's going to be 2 beats of the moving part, 1, 2, and then 6 beats of this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then moves on. So yeah, back into this second stanza of the verse where we're playing this, repeating the F and the D flat. We do that the second time as well. Here we're going to just repeat the F and the A flat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And here we'll just hold it exactly like before. And that takes us to the end of the verse. So next up we have the chorus. So here in the chorus we'll start with just the chords and then I'll show you the pattern that we'll play. In the chorus here we're going to start with our D flat chord and we're going to play it like this. We're going to have octaves in the left hand, A flat, D flat, and F here in the right hand. Then we're going to move on to the B flat minor. We'll have B flat octaves in the left hand, B flat, D flat, and F here in the right hand. Then up to E flat minor. Again, octaves in the left hand on the E flats, and then we'll have B flat, E flat, and G flat here in the right hand. And then what we're going to do is play the A flat chord. That's just going to be A flats in the left hand, A flat, C, and E flat in the right hand. Then we're going to add this G flat, and that's going to be our A flat 7 chord. We kind of repeat back to our D flat again, B flat minor, E flat minor, A flat again, but this time we're going to add this top A flat, and here we're not going to go on to this A flat 7 chord like we did last time. So we'll just stay with this, and this will take us right into our G flat chord. That's going to be G flats in the left hand, G flat, B flat, and D flat. Then up to a B flat minor chord, like we played before. Up to a D flat chord, and then back down to the G flat chord. Now our E flat minor chord again, but here we'll play these below down here an octave instead of up here like before. We'll play them down here. And then we have our G flat chord again. Then we'll transition with this A flat chord into the B flat minor chord. All right, I know that was a lot of chords and that may have been overwhelming, but just practice it little bits at a time and maybe write down those chords so you can have them in front of you. That will help you learn it faster. So the pattern that we're going to play now here is just going to be 4 beats in the right hand for every chord. 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4. On this A flat, we'll play 2 beats of the A flat and 2 beats of the A flat 7. And then we continue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 2, 3, 4, 4, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Now wait, we're gonna play 1 beat here of our A flat chord. That's just gonna be kind of like a transition chord into our B flat minor chord. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Listen to the original song and you should be able to pick up how long each of those chords are going to be played for, but for the most part, almost every chord is played for 4 beats. All right, we are cruising along. Let's keep it going. All right, so our first chord here in the bridge is going to be a G diminished 7. That's going to be a G in the left hand, G, B flat, D flat, and E here in the right hand. That's a very strange chord, and then it actually even gets maybe even stranger, you might say. We'll move now onto a G flat 7 chord with a flat 9th. So as you can see, here's like a normal G flat 7 chord. That would be like G flat and then like a B flat, D flat, and E. But again, we're just gonna play this G. So the right hand stays the same, but the G here is our flatted 9th. Then we'll move back to this G diminished 7. And here we'll add this top G if you can reach that. Or if you can't, you can play it like this, leaving out that G. So together, these first 3 strange chords are going to be G diminished 7, G flat 7 with a flat 9th, and then another G diminished 7, but with this top G as well. Next up, we'll move here onto this A major 7 chord. Here's our normal A chord. We'll have A's in the left hand, C sharp and E, and then we'll have the G sharp. That's going to be our major 7th. And then resolve down to this E major 7 chord. We'll have E's in the left hand, B, D sharp is our major 7th, and then a G sharp. Now we're going to move back up to our A major 7 again, then back down to our E major 7 again. Now we go to this kind of funky chord here. That's going to be a C sharp 7 chord. We'll have C sharps in the left hand, C sharp, F, G sharp, and then the B here in the right hand. That's going to be our 7th. Do our F sharp minor 7 chord. That's going to be our next chord. Here we'll have F sharps in the left hand, A, C sharp, E, and A here in the right hand. And then to our B7 chord here, I'm just going to play B's in the left hand, and then in the right hand, like a normal B chord, but instead I'm going to keep the A's in the thumb and pinky, and then D sharp and F sharp, so like a B7 chord. Oh, that was a lot. All right, so most of these chords are going to be played for 4 beats like before, but some of them not as long. Let me just show you real quick how that's going to sound. And that will take us into our key change. Here, this B7 is going to set us up really nicely to go right into the key of E on our E chord. All right, we're almost done. I'm just briefly going to go through some of the chords that we're going to be using here in the final chorus where we have the key change. So like I said, this section is going to be in the key of E, which is 3 half steps above our original key of D flat here. So this part is going to start on an E chord. Then after this, we'll move. Now what we would expect to hear would be a C sharp minor chord if it was like the last 2 choruses, but instead we're actually going to hear this chord, the C sharp 7 with the major 3rd here, the F, and then the added 7th. That's just kind of a way to spice things up, you know? Then we go on to our F sharp minor 7. The other choruses, we didn't have this 7th, we just had the minor chord. So that's another way to mix it up. Then we go to our B chord and our B7 chord. Now E again. Now here, we will go to our C sharp minor chord. F sharp minor 7 again. All right, so now we get to this really strange transition couple chords right here. So here we're gonna have a D chord with an added 7th, and then the flat 9th. That's gonna be an E flat. A very strange chord indeed, but it gets weirder. So now we go on to this A sharp here, and we are gonna have a very similar chord actually to last time. So we'll have our A sharp, D, F, the 7th is gonna be this G sharp, and then we'll play the B as well. So this is a A sharp 7 with a flat 9th. So those 2 chords are just going to transition us into our A chord. Then we'll walk up in the bass, A over B, C sharp minor chord. Keep walking up with the D sharp, E chord. Now to the A, F sharp minor, A, B, C sharp minor. And then now we have this other interesting chord here, and that's going to be an F sharp 7 chord. So just like the F sharp minor chord we had before, but instead of the A, we're going to play A sharp, and that's going to be the F sharp 7. And then we simply end with an A, a B, and a C sharp minor. All right, so that is this tutorial, Jealous by Labrinth. All right, that wraps up this video. Thank you again so much for watching. It really helps me a lot and it helps my channel grow when you stay to the end, so I really appreciate that. Thank you for that. Leave a comment of what song you want to hear next, and until next time, have a beautiful day.